Always remember whose little coins these are that become the millions and the billions that pass through your hands. Whose hard-earned savings are these? Upon whose backs do streams of sweat flow? Whom do they look to for a better tomorrow? Who are the ones who make the daily sacrifices to develop entire communities, to build a business, to raise a child, to construct highways, to set up schools? Always remember the lives that depend on you. I am an AICB member, and I'll always remember whose money it is. Be a chartered banker.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalam.
Kami dari RHB, Kak.
RHB?
Encik cuma perlu cap jari dekat sini je.
Ayah nak keluarkan duit sebab sakit. Tapi dia tak larat. RHB, boleh tolong kami tak?
Please join me in welcoming our cohort of members who will be conferred the prestigious Chartered Banker designation today. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our senior industry leaders who will be conferred with the Fellow Chartered Banker designation today. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome the members of the procession. Announcing the arrival of our guest of honor, Encik Adnan Zailani Muhammad Zahid, Deputy Governor Bank Negara Malaysia, accompanied by Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Chairman of the Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers AICB, Mrs. Tanya Retha, Chief Executive Officer, Chartered Banker Institute UK, and distinguished members of the AICB Council. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of Malaysia, Negaraku. Please be seated. Thank you. Encik Adnan Zailani Muhammad Zahid, Deputy Governor, Bank Negara Malaysia, Ms. Aisha Asna Hamdi, Deputy Governor, Maldives Monetary Authority, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Chairman of AICB, Mrs. Tanya Retha, Chief Executive Officer, Chartered Banker Institute UK, distinguished members of the AICB Council, Mr. Edward Ling, Chief Executive of AICB, Professor Dr. Manivannan Saman, Chief Executive Officer of the Asian Banking School, fellow Chartered Bankers, conferees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, may I wish you a splendid morning and a warm welcome to the AICB's 9th Chartered Banker Conferment Ceremony 2026. Thank you for joining us at this significant occasion to celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of our members who will be conferred the Fellow Chartered Banker, and the Associate Chartered Banker designation, as well as our excellent award winners for achieving outstanding results. Today, we also like to take this opportunity to recognize our AICB Corporate Award recipients, banks that have demonstrated a strong commitment to upskilling their workforce through AICB qualification, reinforcing excellence and professionalism across the industry. Before we commence the proceedings today, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the following banks for their valuable support of AICB's 9th Chartered Banker Conferment 2026. Special thanks to RHB Banking Group, Alliance Bank, M-Bank Group, CIMB, Hong Leong Bank, Maybank Group, OCBC Bank, Public Bank, and UOB Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin with our proceedings of the day, please welcome Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Chairman of AICB, To deliver his welcome address, dipersilakan Tan Sri.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. Yang bahagia Encik Aznan Zailani Muhammad Zaid, Deputy Governor Bank Negara Malaysia, Deputy Governor Ms. Aisyah Asna Hamdi, Deputy Governor of Monetary Authority of Maldives, Mrs. Tanya Rata, CEO of the Chartered Banker Institute, United Kingdom, my fellow distinguished council members of the AICB, Mr. Edward Ling, CEO AICB, fellow chartered bankers, and of course our special people today, our conferees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to welcome you to this 9th Chartered Banker Conferment ceremony at the Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers. Today is a significant occasion where we gather not only to celebrate achievements, but to honor the values that give true meaning to the profession. Competence, integrity, judgment, and above all, trust. This is a moment to recognize the dedication and discipline of our members whose commitment has given them this important distinction. We've been at a time when the world feels increasingly uncertain. Geopolitical tensions remain unabated. Markets are unsettled, and technology is reshaping finance at an extraordinary pace. For such a time, the test of banking is not simply whether we can adapt to change, but whether we can remain worthy of the confidence placed in us. That ultimately is the true foundation of this profession. Banking is never only about money, it is about people placing the fruits of their labor, their hopes, and sometimes even their anxieties in our hands. Behind every account is a human story, and behind every human story is trust. This is why the Chartered Banker designation carries such significance. It is more than a qualification, it is a mark of professionalism, ethical conduct, and lifelong learning. It reflects a commitment not only to excellence in practice, but also in the character and judgment of that the profession demands. That's also why the work of AICB, together with the Asian Banking School and the Chartered Banker Institute in the United Kingdom, is so important. Additionally, through initiatives such as the Future Skills Framework and FSF Excel Skill Assessment Platform, AICB is working with members and partners to help develop banking professionals who are capable, future-ready, and guided by enduring values. To all our conferment recipients, let me offer my congratulations. This is a proud and well-deserved moment for you. This year, we also offered fellow chartered banker status to 7 distinguished leaders in the financial industry. We also conferred chartered banker status to 114 members and celebrate 611 associate Chartered Bankers, together with recipients of our Excellence and Corporate Awards. This year's ceremony also ranked first for AICB with Vun Samdi from Wing Bank, Cambodia, and Tiong Min Phong of Hong Leong Bank, Berhad, they have received the overall subject prize winners by the Chartered Banker Institute in their studies of commercial banking and risk management, respectively. Awarded for achieving the highest marks globally, these are the first AICB members to receive this recognition, and I hope there are many more to come. Global recognition, thank you. Great. Today, of course, we are not merely conferring titles. We are recognizing commitment to standards, discipline, and the values that uphold the dignity and purpose of our profession. So, wear this designation with pride and humility, and lead with confidence and conscience. We also take this opportunity to acknowledge the employers, the banks, the financial institutions that have supported our people on their professional journey. The AICB Corporate Awards in particular recognize organizations that have gone beyond encouragement to actively nurture a community of professional bankers. By giving your employees the time, the support, and confidence to pursue these qualifications, you are helping to raise the standards of banking practice in the industry. This support matters. Strong professional banking community contributes not only to institutional excellence, but also to public trust, sound governance, responsible conduct, and ultimately financial stability. So thank you. I'd like to acknowledge the families, the mentors, colleagues, and employers of our conferees. No professional journey is ever taken alone. Your support, encouragement, and belief have helped make their achievement possible. And to the younger members of our audience, let this ceremony be a source of inspiration. Aspire not only to succeed, but to be worthy of trust. In the years ahead, technical skills will matter greatly, but what will distinguish true leaders in banking will be something deeper: integrity, judgment, and the courage to do what is right, especially when circumstances are most testing. Good human values and character will also differentiate us from what is offered by the AIs and the robots. These human characteristics, I don't think they can replicate. Soft skills, human kindness, empathy, things like that, becomes more and more important, perhaps, than just certificates. Before I conclude, I would like to record our deepest appreciation to Bahagia Encik Adnan Zailani, Ahmad Zaid, Deputy Governor, for his presence today and for his special address. And also, of course, to Bank Negara Malaysia for his continued support and leadership in advancing professionalism within the banking industry. I also extend our heartfelt thanks to our valued partners, the Chartered Banker Institute in the United Kingdom, the Asian Banking School, and an International Compliance Association for their steadfast cooperation and shared commitment to developing banking professionals equipped for the future and guided by the highest standards of the profession. I would like to thank the AICB team for its hard work and dedication for making this occasion a success. To all conferees, congratulations once again in your significant milestone. As John C. Maxwell, a leading author of leadership, has written, character makes trust possible, and trust is the foundation of leadership. So in many ways, this thought captures the calling of the profession. Banking needs not only banking rests not only on capability, but on character, not only on performance, but on public confidence. Thank you.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now our pleasure to invite Mrs. Tanya Rather, Chief Executive Officer, Chartered Banker Institute UK, to deliver her remarks.
Ishnik Adnam, Deputy Governor Ms. Ashith, Tan Sri, my fellow distinguished council members of the Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers, Mr. Edward Ling, Chief Executive of AICB, fellow chartered bankers, conferees, distinguished guests, a very good morning. It is a great honour and pleasure to be with you today at the 9th Chartered Banker Conferment ceremony. This celebration is one of the highlights of the year for all of us at the Chartered Banker Institute. It brings together achievement, ambition, hard work, and a shared commitment of professionalism. Today, we are proudly recognising the accomplishments of a remarkable group of individuals. As we've already heard, 7 professionals awarded fellow chartered banker status, 114 new chartered bankers, 611 new associate chartered bankers. These numbers remind us not only of your personal commitment, but the strength and momentum of Malaysia's professional banking community. To each one of you, warmest congratulations. Conferment ceremonies are always very special, but this year feels particularly significant. Around the world, banking continues to evolve at great speed. Markets are shifting, new technologies emerging. Customer expectations continually change, regulatory demands growing, and global conditions remaining uncertain. Yet, despite these challenges, one constant remains: professionalism. Professionalism is the anchor that gives stability to our banks, confidence to our customers, and purpose to our work. Your achievement today is not only a personal milestone, it is a step into a community of professionals who help keep that anchor strong. It is also a moment to celebrate the very clear partnership between AICB and the Chartered Banker Institute. For over a decade, our organisations have worked together to support the development of banking professionals across Malaysia and the region. This is a partnership built on shared values, integrity, compassion, competence, continued learning, and public trust. AICB's commitment to developing future-ready bankers is clear from the range of programs offered, including the Chartered Banker qualification. These programs reflect that strong partnership, supporting bankers in Malaysia as they build the skills and confidence needed for that ever-changing profession. We at the Chartered Banker Institute are proud to support this work, and are proud to welcome so many of you into our global community. The caliber and commitment of Malaysian banking professionals continues to strengthen not only the national sector, but the global chartered banker community. Ladies and gentlemen, as the world around us is changing quickly, it is the reason why your ongoing commitment to being a chartered banker is so important. The issues affecting banking today are complex, but they affect people in very real ways. Across global markets, uncertainty continues, interest rate environments are shifting, and the inflation pressures remain. Geopolitical tensions affect trade, investment, and settlement flows, and banks must navigate these changing conditions whilst maintaining resilience, transparency, and capital strength. In this environment, the people who make decisions, you, become even more important. Knowledge matters, professional judgment matters, and leading with integrity matters even more so. The rise of digital banking, automation, and artificial intelligence is changing how banks operate and how banking services are offered and experienced. AI can improve decision-making, and it is. It can reduce fraud and serve customers faster. But it also raises questions around data privacy, fairness, cyber risk, and responsible use. This is why your professional judgment and strong ethical standards are essential. Technology is powerful, but we must guide it, govern it, and use it with purpose. Across Asia and the world, sustainability is no longer a separate theme. It is a core business issue. Regulators, investors, and customers expect banks to understand climate risks, support green finance, and contribute to long-term resilience. This is why the programs in sustainable finance offered through AICB and the Chartered Banker Institute matter so much. They give you the tools to navigate this critical part of the future. Customers expect fairness, clarity, and transparency, and our communities expect banks to act responsibly. Regulators expect high standards of conduct, and employers expect individuals who can combine technical skill with that ethical judgment. And this is at the heart of what it means to be a chartered banker. So let me speak directly to those of you receiving the Chartered Banker designation today. Becoming a chartered banker isn't just in that title. It does represent your technical expertise, your ethical professionalism, your professional self. Responsible leadership, a commitment to continual learning, and a pledge to uphold the Chartered Banker Code of Professional Conduct. This code is not symbolic, it's practical. It exists to safeguard trust for customers, institutions, and the profession as a whole. You commit to putting customers first, treating customers fairly, and acting as a guardian of your institution's reputation. You also commit to your own personal ongoing development, not just learning new regulations or new tools, but refreshing your ethical foundations each year. This is what sets chartered bankers apart. And importantly, you become role models. The example you set will influence others, your teams, your peers, and those joining the profession in years to come. For the 7 individuals being awarded fellow chartered banker status, this is an exceptional honour. It recognises outstanding professional achievement, as well as leadership and contribution to banking. You have shown commitment not only to your own development, but to the development of others. We thank you for the example you set and for helping to strengthen the culture of professionalism across the whole sector. For those of you being recognised as associate chartered bankers today, this marks an important step in your professional development, a moment that reflects both your experience to date and your continued commitment to excellence. You are joining a community not only across Malaysia, but across the world. This community will support you. It will challenge you, and help you continue to grow. Use it, be curious, ask questions, seek others around you, share your experience, and keep developing your skills. One of the strengths of our profession is the community we build. We grow stronger through shared learning, shared standards, and shared purpose. This same spirit is reflected globally at events such as the World Conference of Banking Institutes, which we are honoured to be hosting in Scotland next month, where banking institutes from around the world will come together to share learning, shape future skills, and support the continued development of our profession. Together, our members, including all of you, contribute to the reputation of the banking profession. You are custodians of trust. You help guide the sector towards responsible innovation, and you ensure that customers and communities can rely on banking systems that are fair, stable, and well-governed. This community matters, especially in a region experiencing rapid technological and economic transformation. Across Southeast Asia, the demand for skilled, responsible banking professionals continues to grow. Your achievement today demonstrates that you are more than ready to meet that demand. So let me just share a brief thought about leadership. In the coming years, the most successful banking professionals will be those that can combine three key qualities: confidence with technology, understanding what it can do, what it cannot do, and when human judgment is essential. Commitment to ethical behaviour, because trust, once lost, is very hard to regain. And thirdly, courage to keep learning, because change all around us will not slow down. Each of you has already demonstrated these qualities. The challenge is now to continue applying them every day in every decision. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to end with a message of gratitude. To the conferees, thank you for your hard work, your determination, and your commitment to excellence. To your families, friends, and supporters, thank you for your encouragement that you've provided throughout their journey. And to the employers and those that support them, thank you for investing in the development of your people and in the long-term professionalism of the sector. And to AICB, our valued partner, thank you for your leadership in strengthening banking professionalism across Malaysia and the wider region. It is a privilege for the Chartered Banker Institute to work alongside you. To all our fellows, Chartered Bankers and Associate Chartered Bankers, welcome to our global community. I hope you will carry forward the values and standards that define our profession, and that you will help shape the future of banking with integrity, responsibility, and purpose. Congratulations once again. Well done and welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Tanya Retta. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor now to invite Encik Adnan Zailani Muhammad Zahid, Deputy Governor, Bank Negara Malaysia, to deliver his special address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Chairman of the Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers, Ms. Aisha Asna Hamdi, Deputy Governor of the Maldives Monetary Authority, Mrs. Tanya Retta, Chief Executive of the Chartered Banker Institute, United Kingdom, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I'm honored to join you again on this occasion which celebrates professionalism, dedication, and an unwavering pursuit of excellence within the banking community. My warmest congratulations to all recipients of awards and distinctions today. Now, as we honor your achievements, it is worth reminding of the raised expectations of professional excellence expected of you in the financial sector. The Chartered Banker designation goes beyond the title or acronym. It symbolizes a profound commitment to sound banking practices, ethical conduct, and prudent judgment. Above all, as mentioned by Tan Sri and also Tanya earlier, it reflects the role of bankers and stewards of trust and values, principles that form the cornerstone of a resilient and forward-looking banking system in Malaysia. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are living in volatile and uncertain times. Having only come out of the COVID-19 pandemic, we faced and continue to face lingering uncertainties surrounding trade tariffs, and more recently, geopolitical tensions, war in the Middle East, and energy market volatility. Now, these forces have tested and continue to test the resilience of economies and financial systems worldwide. Despite these challenges, Malaysia's economy has continued to demonstrate resilience. In the first quarter of 2026, the Malaysian economy recorded a strong growth of 5.4%. This was supported by sustained household spending, resilient investment activities, and continued export growth supported by E&E exports and ICT-related services. Now, this momentum was also supported by positive labour market conditions, alongside a further decline in unemployment rate to 2.9% in March. So importantly, the Malaysian economy enters this period of uncertainty, including risks from the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, from a strong position as reflected by these data points. Nevertheless, we must not be complacent. Our resilience also hinges on our financial sector being a stabilizing force for the economy. For us here, that means continuing to support businesses, households, economic and investment activities as a whole. This is hardly the time to raise our conservatism, to review, reduce credit lines or financing, especially to your own hard-won customers. Instead, this is a time for us to raise our game, be proactive in partnering with businesses in weathering through these challenging times. This is a time to show that banks and bankers are trusted and reliable partners through thick and thin. Against this backdrop, the banking sector is undergoing a profound transformation. While we are seeing and living through another business cycle, we are also in the midst of a structural rewiring of the global economy. We stand at the crossroads of megatrends which are reshaping how banking functions and what it takes to be in the profession. So 2 years ago at this very event, I highlighted how skills disruption, technological change, and evolving business models were already transforming what banks require of their people. If anything, those observations have proven even more relevant today. So the rise of artificial intelligence, digital assets and currencies, and blockchain are revolutionizing and challenging traditional banking models. In parallel, evolving customer expectations and demographics demand greater transparency, personalization, and convenience. Equally important is the growing emphasis on sustainability, which is shaping strategies to create long-term value for society and the environment. Now, AI has emerged as one of the most significant breakthroughs in recent times, transitioning swiftly from experimentation to widespread adoption. So today, approximately 81% of the financial services ecosystem globally are already engaging with AI in some form. From back office automation and enhanced decision support to front office customer engagement, advisory and sales, AI is reshaping how banks operate across the entire value chain. While these advancements bring efficiency, they also carry profound implications for the workforce. Findings from my Mahir Workforce Baseline Survey conducted by AICB in July 2025 indicate that approximately 24% of the workforce has been identified to be affected by automation, either through displacement or face technology augmented roles over the next 3 years. Put simply, up to 3 of every 10 workers in the financial sector may face some form of disruption to their roles. On top of that, most financial institutions have reported to be in the early stages of AI adoption, with 62% acknowledging that evolving technology is outpacing current workforce capabilities. At the same time, the survey highlights growing talent shortages in critical areas such as cybersecurity, threat intelligence, data science, risk and control management, regulatory compliance, and sustainability strategy, with over 87% of FIs indicating upskilling and reskilling as a key business priority to close skill gaps. The strong emphasis on skills transformation corroborates with global trends, where the World Economic Forum's Future Jobs Report 2025 estimates that nearly 59% of workers will need upskilling by 2030, with technology-driven roles and green transition-related occupations expected to see the fastest growth. So these developments underscore a fundamental reality. The pace of change has accelerated, expectations of banks have broadened, and the demands placed on banking professionals have continued to evolve. In an age of artificial intelligence, human judgment and wisdom becomes even more valuable, not less. Ladies and gentlemen, a chartered banker goes beyond a professional banking qualification. I believe it is also a calling to be a good banker. So what is a good banker? Some outside the industry would question whether they exist or can exist at all. But be that as it may, what defined a good banker in the past may no longer be enough today. In the past, a good banker may have been someone who excelled in managing transactions, in assessing credit risk, maintaining good customer relationships, also acted with integrity, and have strong community relations and solid skill sets. So this is what I got from AI the other day. But certainly these ring true and they remain important, but they are no longer enough on their own. Today, being a good banker means much more. It requires the ability to adapt to rapid change, embrace technology advances, and continuously upgrade skills. So these qualities must be anchored with a forward-looking mindset underpinned by strong ethical standards and sound judgment. Such shifts in requirement are not temporary or cyclical. They represent fundamental recalibrations that is necessary, which will help shape the future course of the sector and the broader economy. In the period ahead, success will hinge on developing talent and capabilities beyond traditional technical expertise, cultivating adaptability, sound judgment, and a broader perspective on risk, governance, and long-term value creation. On that note, I would like to commend the various industry-led initiatives that have been put in place to future-proof our financial sector workforce. A notable one is a Future Skills Framework, or FSF, which provides a structured sector-specific reference to guide capacity building, identify in-demand skills, and address evolving capability requirements. Complementing this, the FSF Excel introduced last year enables financial institutions to assess workforce capabilities, identify skills gap, and translate those insights into targeted learning and clearer career pathways. So more than just a diagnostic tool, the FSF should be embraced as a collective commitment across the industry to foster continuous learning and cultivate future-ready capabilities in a coordinated and disciplined manner. At the broader level, the Future Skills Talent Council, led by Talent Corp, and various industry networking groups each play a pivotal role in fostering continuous dialogue on emerging skills and help to align sector-wide demand with the evolving needs of the talent pipeline. It is encouraging to witness the industry championing these talent development initiatives, supported by a growing ecosystem of learning and development enablers. I urge the industry to continue leveraging these platforms and to remain firmly invested in collective workforce transformation. Talent development should not be viewed as a peripheral agenda, but as a strategic imperative that will shape the strength and resilience of our financial sector in the years ahead. Looking ahead, the role of bankers must also evolve beyond traditional financing to become enablers of growth. So the role of banks is not just as financial intermediaries, but also strategic enablers of economic transformation. As the operating landscape shifts, economic and industry growth is increasingly accompanied by complex and interconnected risks, placing greater demand on judgment, contextual understanding, and forward-looking risk assessments. Meeting these demands require more than sector-specific technical expertise. It calls for stronger strategic thinking, deeper appreciation of emerging risks, and more robust risk management capabilities. In supporting and facilitating our economic transformation, banks can and should play a central role in aligning their strategies and capabilities with national priorities such as the new energy transition roadmap and the new industrial master plan. Banks can play a catalytic role in advancing Malaysia's long-term prosperity by directing financing towards transition-enabling and high-value investments, particularly in new growth areas such as renewable energy, advanced manufacturing, and technology-driven activities. In this context, the recently launched Financing Sectoral Engagement, or FSE, in March, illustrates that financing today must go beyond the provision of capital. Banks need to increasingly position themselves as strategic partners, engaging more deeply with businesses to understand operating realities, assess risks more holistically, and support long-term growth ambitions. On this note, I would like to extend my appreciation to the industry associations, ABM, IBIM, and ADFIM, who have been instrumental in mobilizing deeper engagements with member banks. The E&E sector was identified as the inaugural focus given its strategic importance under the National Semiconductor Strategy, the National Industrial Master Plan, and the 13th Malaysia Plan. That said, further engagements will be progressively extended to other sectors such as shipping, aerospace, automotive, and green energy in subsequent phases. The FSC initiative will hopefully realize the growing expectation for banks to offer more than just financial products, but to actively collaborate, provide insights, and offer bespoke financial solutions which align with business needs and sustainable growth objectives. Consistent with this, the upcoming financial sector blueprint is being carefully crafted to support a more dynamic, complex, and resilient Malaysian economy. Achieving this vision will hinge on a well-functioning ecosystem that promotes collaboration and innovation across the sector. So I call for a whole-of-sector approach where every participant, banks, regulators, educators, industry associations, and the wider community embraces their roles and responsibilities, including in advancing talent development to support Malaysia's economic transformation. So as I bring my remarks to a close, I wish to emphasize that the strength and resilience of the financial system rests not only on institutions, frameworks, and capital, but fundamentally on the people behind them. So the bank is always ready to support initiatives that strengthen the talent ecosystem and uplift professional standards across the sector. So on that note, let me once again commend the industry and congratulate all the conferees today for your continued commitment to professionalism and lifelong learning. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, DG and Encik Adnan Zailani. We would like to kindly invite DG to remain on stage to witness the compliment of the fellow Chartered Bankers. Without much ado, I would now like to invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Chairman of AICB, Mrs. Tanya Rether, Chief Executive Officer, Chartered Banker Institute UK, and Mr. Edward Ling, Chief Executive of AICB, to the stage. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, We shall begin with the conferment of the Fellow Chartered Banker designation. The Fellow Chartered Banker designation is conferred to eminent chartered bankers who have demonstrated exceptional leadership and contributed significantly for the financial services industry. This year, we are delighted to announce that 7 members will be conferred the Fellow Chartered Banker designation. Joining the list of our esteemed fellow chartered bankers today is Ms. Faradina Mohammed Gaus, Group Chief Compliance Officer, M-Bank Group. Our next FCB recipient is Mr. Shamsul Bahrom Mohammed Ibrahim, Group Chief Risk Officer, M-Bank Group. We would now like to invite on stage Ms. Amana Abu Bakr, Chief Sustainability Officer, M-Bank Group. Our next FCB recipient is Yang Mulia Raja Shahriman Raja Harun Al-Rashid, Chief Risk and Compliance Officer, Cagamas Berhad. We would now like to invite on stage Mr. Arshad Muhammad Ismail, Group Chief Executive Officer, Malaysian Rating Corporation Berhad. Our next FCB recipient is Dr. Hu Ming Kui, Managing Director, Elegant Hallmarks, Sendirian Berhad. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fong Sio Lung, former Group Chief Credit Officer, Alliance Bank, Malaysia Berhad. Congratulations to our newly conferred fellow chartered bankers. Thank you, DG Encik Anan Zailani, for gracing us with your presence today. We would like to request for Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Mr. Tanya and Mr. Edward to kindly remain on stage.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, attaining the Chartered Banker designation indicates that our members have achieved a highly commendable standard of knowledge, competence, professionalism, and ethics required in a rapidly advancing financial services sector. The prestigious Chartered Banker designation is awarded jointly with the Chartered Banker Institute UK, and the award recognizes the determination and perseverance of individuals in attaining the gold standard in banking. Indeed, we are pleased to present to you our members who will be conferred the Chartered Banker designation today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the conferee from Aeon Bank Malaysia Berhad, Fu Hao Teck. Our next conferee from Affin Bank Berhad, Danusha Chandran. now invite Ms. Tan Moisim, Group Chief Human Resource Officer of Alliance Bank Malaysia Berhad on stage to witness the presentation of Chartered Banker designation to members from Alliance Bank Malaysia Berhad. Please welcome Heng Hyang Gay. Janardan Prabhakaran. Sao Phong Kyo. And Tiu Chin Lok. Thank you, Ms. Tan Nunsim. We now invite Ms. Trisha Lim, Group Chief Human Resource Officer of M-Bank Group on stage to witness the presentation of Chartered Banker designation to members from M-Bank Group. From M-Bank Malaysia Berhad, Chan Chung Beng. Lee Wai Leong. Lim Kit Yin. Lim Siu Kim. Lo Chun Hui. Prashanta Jayakumar. Puvendran Marapan. And Tan Maysew. From M Investment Bank Berhad, Ong Chin Liang. Thank you, Ms. Trisha Lim. Please join me in applauding the conferees from Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, Eli Marina Hazani. And Muhammad Amirul Hakimi Muhammad Yusuf. From Bank Kerjasama Rakyat Malaysia, Zulkarnain Kasim. From Bank Negara Malaysia, Shazwani Nordin. From Bank of China, Malaysia Berhad, Ko Chian Ting. From Bank Pembangunan Malaysia Berhad, Nik Nur Aini Ni Muhammad. Our next conferee is an international member from Cambodia, from Canada Bank PLC. Please welcome Kiat Romnia. We now wish to invite Mr. Kwan Kin Yu, Group Chief Legal and Compliance Officer and Group Chief Integrity and Governance Officer of CIMB Group on stage to witness a presentation of Chartered Banker designation to the members from CIMB Group. From CIMB Bank Berhad, Hans Yu Boon. Michelle Sun Hui Shen. Nur Atikah Izzati Muhammad Rasti. Pun Hui Fen. Priyanka Krishna Nadan. And Tan Ruyin. From CIMB Investment Bank Berhad, please welcome Hedi Rahman. Thank you, Mr. Kin Yu. Our next conferee is from Co-op Bank Pertama Malaysia Berhad, Nur Azlan Hassan. From Credit Guarantee Corporation Malaysia Berhad, Abdul Rahim Radwan. From Deutsche Bank Malaysia Berhad, Darren Anthony John. Our next conferee is an international member from Etika General Insurance Cambodia. Please welcome Dara Sukanti. Ladies and gentlemen, our first recipient from Hong Leong Bank Berhad is none other than the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer himself. Please welcome Mr. Kevin Lam Sayo. We would like to request for Mr. Kevin to kindly remain on stage to witness the presentation of Chartered Banker status to the conferees from Hong Leong Bank Berhad. Please welcome Haslina Abdul Hadi. Lim Sin Ai. Malvinjit Singh Jagjit Singh. Najwa Zamzam. Tan Yilin. Thong Min Phong. And Yung Mei Yin. Thank you, Mr. Kevin. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applauding the conferees from HSBC Bank Malaysia Berhad, An Siu Ji. Gayatri Chandrasekhar. And Shiraz Krishna. We now wish to invite Yang Berbahagia Dato Sri Karusali Ramli, Group President and Group Chief Executive Officer, Malayan Banking Berhad, on stage to witness the presentation of Chartered Banker designation to members from the Maybank Group. Leading the list of recipients from Maybank Group is our international member, who is also the Chief Executive Officer of Maybank Cambodia PLC, Mr. Ras Sopuan. From Malayan Banking Berhad, Chan Wai Kit. Elizabeth Mok Suk Fat. Gan Xiao Chuan. Hadzirah Ali. Indira Devi Jagannathan. Next is Hui Lai Fong. Lau Ho Yan. Liu Zunshan. Martin Xavier. Nur Najwa Nazaruddin. Jun Fong. Prem Kumar Rama. Tan Pek Kun. Shalini Tirushalvam. Tan Wei Yin. And Vasanta Jayabalan. Thank you, Datuk Sri Karusali. Next conferee is from Mizoho Bank, Malaysia Berhad, Ham Yin Yan. Muhammad Kalimi Ashraf Muhammad Redwan. We would now like to invite Mr. Tan Cho San, Chief Executive Officer, OCBC Bank Malaysia Berhad, on stage to witness the presentation of Chartered Banker designation to the members from the bank. The conferees are Chin Mei Cheng, and Yong Min Ting. Thank you, Mr. Tan Cho Sen. We now wish to invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Sri Dr. Teh Alek, Group Managing Director and Group Chief Executive Officer, Public Bank Berhad, on stage to witness the presentation for members from Public Bank. From Public Bank Berhad, Chan Wei Ling. Chang Chai Ying. Chui Wei San. Diana How Kan Kwan. And Eung Ji Queen. From Public Investment Bank Berhad, Lok Kin Seng. Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Sri Dr. Teh Alek. We would now like to invite Yang Berbahagia Datuk Muhammad Rashid Muhammad, Group Managing Director and Group Chief Executive Officer of RHB Bank Berhad on stage to witness the presentation for the members from RHB Banking Group. From RHB Bank Berhad, Ko Lin Siang. Muhammad Syafiq Muhammad Khalid. Muhammad Nazri Hassan. Nyo Mi Ji. Ng Mui Ping. And Yap Hui Chin. From RHB Investment Bank Berhad, Yip Siu Yik. Thank you, Datuk Muhammad Rashid. The next conferees are from Small Medium Enterprise Development Bank Malaysia Berhad, Muhammad Nazri Abu Sama. And Zaki Ahmad Isa. From Standard Chartered Bank Malaysia Berhad, Salaja PR Selvaraj. And Tan Choi Hong. We would like to invite Mr. Atsuhide Shiojiri, President and Chief Executive Officer of Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation Malaysia Berhad, on stage to witness the presentation of Chartered Banker designation to the members of the bank. Please welcome Ho Chen Teng. Thank you, Mr. Shiojiri. We now wish to invite Mr. Bill Wong, Head of Internal Audit from United Overseas Bank Malaysia Berhad, to witness the presentation of Chartered Banker designation to the members of the bank. Please welcome Yi Suk San. Linda Tan Mei Lin. Su Yang Jun. And Yung Woi Meng. Thank you, Mr. Bill Wong. Please join me in applauding our international conferee from Wing Bank Cambodia, PLC Von Samadi. From YTL Digital Bank Berhad, Right Bank, Ui Hong Wei. And now please join me in applauding the following conferees. An international member from Maldives, Aishat Fifshin Ali. Christopher Luke Felix. Hao Han Eng. Lan Yan Earl. Lau Yini. Muhammad Anik Kamarul Zaman. Putri Nur Najwa Megad Husni. And last but not least, William Tan Wei Lian. Thank you, Tan Sri Azman Hashim and Mrs. Tanya Reta. You may now return to your seat. May we request for Mr. Edward Ling to kindly remain on stage. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the conferment of the Chartered Banker designation. And a round of applause for all our Chartered Banker recipients.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we request for Yang Berbahagia Datuk Seri Karosale Ramli, Vice Chairman of AICB, to kindly join us on stage to confer the Associate Chartered Bankers designation to the members. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Associate Chartered Banker designation represents a significant milestone on a journey towards achieving the Chartered Banker designation. The designation symbolizes a prestigious acknowledgement within the financial sector, demonstrating exceptional expertise in specialized banking knowledge, competence, professionalism, and ethical conduct. Indeed, we are pleased to present to you our bankers who will be recognized as Associate Chartered Bankers. We start with Affin Bank Berhad, Lim Chun Hung. Mak Kam Hon. And Wong Zeng Zeng. From Alliance Bank Malaysia Berhad, Christy Ong Zi Ying. Lee G.D. Lee Yi Lin. Lim Cheng Ching. Lim Zin Jin. Ngui Zishan, and Ong Kong Meng. From M Bank Malaysia Berhad, Chan Zi Fong. Chin Li Yin. Edwin T. Chai Keng. Aidil Ehzan Muhammad Rohaizi. Fu Li Chuan. Haryati Hamzah. Jason Lim Jiazun. Lee Chun Yi. Lee Kwok Zi. Lim Ziji. Lee Chiu Win. Eng Seok Yen. Nur Hayati Zainuddin. Nur Hazimah Hanim Osman. Tan Hin Wei. Tiao Kok Hua. Tio Yo Cheng. Venusha Shunmugam. Wang Xiaoyon. Wang Shihuan. And Zuliana Othman. From M Investment Bank Berhad, Lee Hong Hui. From Bangkok Bank Berhad, Chia Sia Mu. From Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, Amira Farhana Shafaruddin. Arif Sarjana Abdul Aziz. Farzana Azlin Abdul Saib. Fatiyah Abdul Malik. Muhammad Khairul Mukhtar. Muhammad Shahril Matshah. Muhammad Ashraf Rosli. Nur Amira Ahmad, Syafiz Jamaluddin, Siti Fatimah Yaakob, and Siti Khadijah Rosnin. From Bank Kerjasama Rakyat Malaysia Berhad, Abdul Hakim Abdul Rasid. Ahmad Mustaqim Abdul Nasir. Ira Shafinas Yusof. Muhammad Jatikusma Suzari. Muhammad Faiz Azri Muhammad Tahir. Muhammad Hazwan Omar. Muhammad Zakwan Suhaimi. Nur Bashirah Muhammad Fauzi. Nur Amira Zainal Shahrum. Nur Atira Farhana Muhammad Fazil. Nur Rozana Rosli. And Shafizatul Azilah Sharibuddin. From Bank Muamalat Malaysia Berhad, Muhammad Afnan Akif Zulkifri. From Bank of America Malaysia Berhad, Lim Jik Ui. And Lim Ti Chun. From Bank of China Malaysia Berhad, Ling Yit Fung. From Bank Pembangunan Malaysia Berhad, Arifah Mat Zahari. Ahmad Faris Rusli. Cik Maslina Muhammad. Marina Muhammad Ibrahim. Muhammad Umarullah Jasim. Muhammad Amir Afiq Mat Azmi. Muhammad Zahran Ismail. Nurul Alfida Arifin. Nurul Zihan Abdul Manan. Rohaimi Osman. And Roh Pizat Udin. From Bank Pertanian Malaysia Berhad, Agro Bank, Hanis Muhammad Nur. Muhammad Hanif Nur Izan, and Muhammad Haziq Abdul Jabbar. From CIMB Bank Berhad, Adam Hafiz Louis Omar Louis. Amirul Faiz Samiran. Bhavani Sivasami. Cherissa Lim Lee Ming. Chu Yun Min. G.J. Jivan Jayaram. Jaffet Ong Liat Hong. Katival Saharan. Khairul Zarina Muhammad Nazim. Lee Chi Seong. Lim Lai Ti. Muhammad Nur Abdul Rahman. Muhammad El Adri Muhammad Yusuf. Muhammad Hamal Hakim. Nirmal Kaur Mehar Singh. Eng Pui Mun. Nur Faradila Nur Kamal. Nur Hasni Muhammad Zain. Nur Asiah Aziz. Nur Ilya Abdul Aziz. Nur Sakinah Ibrahim Kamal. Ui Pei Ying. Puvarasi Bujana Prasath. Siti Farah Wahida Miswan. Siti Nur Jehan Sharifuddin. Tan Long Siang. Wahid Isibu. Wong Chun Ho. Yap Lee Yong. Yin Zi Hang. and Zahida Zahari. From CIMB Islamic Bank Berhad, Nik Muhammad Hanif Muhammad Badaruddin. From Credit Guarantee Corporation Malaysia Berhad, Amri Abdul Rahman. Chiu Sun Kyong. And Muhammad Khairul Nizam Shahbani. From Deutsche Bank Malaysia Berhad, Lee Choi Ki. And Siti Nur Aminah Kamaruddin. From Hong Leong Bank Berhad, Chan Lee Cheng. Muhammad Akib Aiman Puasa. Nur Shamimi Ismail. Ui Chun Ping. Sabrina Liu Jin Yi. And Wang Shu Ying. From HSBC Bank Malaysia Berhad, Chong Yuan Ji. Ho Pei Sheng. Jeremy Linden Pereira. Lam Ming Yi. And Melissa Lee Tim Yi. From HSBC Electronic Data Processing Malaysia Sdn Berhad, Wan Yin Jia. From Industrial and Commercial Bank of China Malaysia Berhad, Chan Mun Kit. From Malayan Banking Berhad, Aisha Afif Abdul Kadir Al Gailani. Afniza Nurul Azmi. Aida Amalia Mahyuddin. Ang Xiao Kim. Bridget Mo Yi Min. Chia Chin Yun. Chu Suk Yi. Farah Wahida Cik Bahrom. Fazrah Kadir Elias Muhammad. Jacqueline Elisa Nyawai. January and John. Joseph Ban Chun Wei. Kang Zi Suen, Leong Wei Cheng, Lim Paul Lee, Lo Fei Shen, Madiha Mahdi, Muhammad Syafiq Muhammad Sanusi, Muhammad Hanafi Muhammad Sani, Muhammad Afifi Muhammad Nur, Muhammad Fadzil Malik, Muhammad Haziq Jamaluddin, Muhammad Adib Kamaruzzaman, Muhammad Raizul Edri Mustafa, Nur Farisha Najwa Muhammad Yuraimi, Nur Hafiza Abdullah, Nurul Hidayah Sharifuddin, Nurul Aniza Muhammad Yunus, Primalata Rajisviran, Sarah Abdul Rahman, Sarah Mahathir Naidu, So Chui Teng, Soliana Muhammad Yusuf, Sorahatul Amizah Aminuddin, Syahira Saadun, Tan Lei Yin, Tan Swet Mun, Vignesh Sundaselam, and 1 Remy Reza 1 Abdul Rahman. From Maybank Investment Bank Berhad is our international member Richard Agabus Tolentino Ocampo. Tan Yong Chen, Tuan Muhammad Taufik Tuan Hussein, and Umi Nazlin Muhammad Aris. Next is from Maybank Islamic Berhad, Abdul Majid Akram Muhammad Makin, Engku Faris Engku Azhan, and Dr. Izzatul Faizura Mustafa Kamal. Thank you, Datuk Seri Khairul Saleh and Mr. Edward Ling. You may now return to your seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now continue with the Associate Chartered Banker presentation. May I invite Mr. Donald Joshua Jagannathan, Chairman of AICB's Education Committee, and Dr. Fu Yin Fa, Director of Qualification and Assessment AICB, to proceed with the presentation. From Malaysian Industrial Development Finance Berhad, Lee Siang Hui. Next are our international members from Maldives Finance and Leasing Company Private Limited, Fatima Muhammad Faiz. And Fatima Zubna Adnan. OCBC Bank Malaysia Berhad, CIG. Tan Rachel. Tan Yen Ping. And Wong Sing Ni. From OCBC E2 Power Sdn Berhad, Chia Pet Sing. And Tan Kim Weng. From Public Bank Berhad, Alicia Tam Yok Pei. Amir Aizat Fuadi. Amir Ashraf Shukri. Ang So Peng. Arif Rashid Zulkifli. Azman Yusuf. Catherine Lau Jia Yi. Chai Vong Lung. Chan Wei Mi. Chia Wee Ni. Chiang Man Yi. Chin Keng Fei. Chin Si Chao. Chin Sui Mi. Chong Ka Ho. Choi Xiao Chen. Christian Tan Hui Wen. Connie Lee Pei Chin. Diu Hui Lo. Alvin Wong Vun Shen. Farizal Ghazali Elaya Zakaria. Fu Junjun, Francis Ling Ji Hee, Gan Chia Seng, Gan Yisen, Go Supin, Go Yisin, Haris Long Nazri Long, Hian Kai Yi, He King Chai, James Tu Wei Chiang, James Wong Hui Kun, Jamuna Sivo, Joaina Falihin Jamsari, Kelly Ko Jin Han, Ku Xian Huang, Ku Wai Hang, Kung Wei Ting, Ko Kai Lin, Kong Shuit Yi, Ku Ya Wen, Lai Pa Chuan, Lai Wei Mei, Lau Ziying, Lau Tiong Sim, Li Hui Jun, Li Kian Peng, Li Shaney, Li Wei Ting, Li Yu Ming, Leong Chi Chu, Liu Sok Kwan, Lim Chin Chi, Lim Kyong Hui, Lim Mei Kim, Lim Rong Ji, Lim Shang Fu, Lim Xing Yi, Lim Yong Fang, Leong Yen Yi, Lo Li Ken, Lui Wen Hui, Lo Wan Shan, Lao Yi Hua, Lua Chi Yung, Lua Zeng Chen, Mohana Manivanan, Muhammad Sanitan Muhammad Saifultan, Eng Kaman, Eng Zilam, Nukma Nuwairi, Nurliana Shazwin Muhammad, Ong Hung Wei, Ong Messi, Ong Wei Yan, Ui Kelly, Peja Yi, Pua Wei Yang, Po Chi Sun, Xia Tiong Yao, Sim Jia Hua, Su Pei Chin, Suzanne Ma Nyuk Fong, Tan Chai Yong, Tan Hui Ru, Tan Jing Yi, Tan Lei Ying, Tan Pik Leng, Tan Sun Yen, Tan Zi Hui, Tan Yun Wei, Tan Zan Yi, Tan Zi Huan, Tan Lei Ping, Teo Hock Kee, Teo Kai Shun, Terence Wong De Chun, Tai Ka Mun, Tilaga Setamani, Tai Siu Chen, Ting Pei Fan, Tiong Ka Hun, Tu Chu Ying, Vincent Tan Teck Hui, Wong Ching Vun, Wong Yi Ling, Wu Yu Lung, Yan Eugene, Yo Swan Kit, Yu Zhu Xiang, Yong Bun Hu, Yong Di Sheng, and Yong Kai Ting. From Public Investment Bank Berhad, Anand Roshan Ravindra Nath. From Public Islamic Bank Berhad, Abdullah Mahfuz Abdul Latif. And another international member from Cambodian Public Bank PLC, Tang Lai Ching. Thank you, Mr. Donald Joshua Jagannathan and Dr. Fu Yin Fa. You may now return to your seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now continue with the Associate Chartered Banker presentation. May I invite Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Yvonne Chia, Chairman of AICB's Membership Committee AICB, and Ms. Mithila Satasivam, Director of Membership and Professional Development AICB, to proceed with the presentation. From RHB Bank Berhad, Abdul Rafi Abdul Karim. Ahmad Khairi Abdul Aziz. Atika Ansari Mohammed. Au Suk Hui. Azri Shazwan Az-Zahari. Ba Jing Jing. Balkis Azman. Candice Sim Ting Zui, Chan Ming Fook, Chan Sui En, Chan Tek Ki, Chan Yaik Zi, Chin Hui Yin, Chong Wei Wei, Christine Namata Shirara, Elina Teo Fong Leng, Fatim Hamimi Baharuddin, Hamad Fuad Aiman Shahbudin, Hanisa Said, Ili Akila Abdul Jalal, Iman Nadira Shahira Sharin Selvan, Jerry Gnana Sigamani, KM Pushpa Kalimutu, Lau Hui Ling, Lee Ki Ming, Lee Pui Hung, Liu Li Min, Loh Jian Yuan, Lok Pui Kwan, MacGyver Sim Jia Liang, Mawarni Abu Bakar, Mirza Muhammad, Muhammad Sufi Zainal Arifin, Muhammad Faiz Muhammad Amaran, Muhammad Fazli Azman, Muhammad Mikdam Muhammad Rashid, Muzaffar Azmi, Navindran Naidu V. Manoharan, Nur Aisyah Rahmat, Noraini Mashudin, Nur Azlina Muhammad Sharif. Nur Edlin Zakaria. Nur Hafizan Muhammad Yunus. Nur Khairina Muhammad Jamil. Normi Zakaria. Nur Amizan Aman. Nur Fadilah Abdullah. Nurul Azrin Muhammad Akhir. Ong Chia Chin. Pang Che Yen. Pek Seong Yong. Sarah Ong Lu Yi. Santa Marai Ramadas. Siti Nur Atika Muhammad Nur. Tang Chi Kin. Tay Shinju. Tay Wan Yi. Tien Han Kui. Tong Mei Li. Tui Quang Heng. Wan Hafizan, Wan Hanapi. Wong Ka Yi. Wong Mei Yin. Wong Wai Yu. Yap Chi Hock. And Yong Cheong Lung. Next is from RHB Investment Bank Berhad, Chiu Ke Jing. From RHB Islamic Bank Berhad, Nur Kamila Kipli. From RHB Trustees Berhad, Najah Farhana Muhammad Nur. From RHB Asset Management Sdn Berhad, Nabila Daud. And Raja Nisa Balkis Raja Shahrum. Next is from Standard Chartered Bank Malaysia Berhad, Fatin Anati Abdul Halim. From Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation Malaysia Berhad, Angeline Tong Yok Fung. Shankar Sin. Liu Chianwei. Liu Shanli. Lim Sei Hua. Neo Wei Hao. And Tan Chung Jin. Next is from United Overseas Bank Malaysia Berhad, Beh Su Hua. Cheryl Lam Chui Yin. Chiang Chai Lee. Fu Jiayin. Jessica Chong Makin. Lee Ka Chun. Lim Ai Lee. Ng Siu Chin. Phua Guat To. Shanmugam Kumaravel. So Kei Huan. Tan Hui Ling. Tan Li Wing. And Tan Li Yi. And last but not least, Danny Tan Swetling. Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Yvonne Chia and Miss Mithila Satasivam. You may return to your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the recognition of Associate Chartered Bankers. Congratulations to all recipients.
For our next segment, the presentation of the Excellent Awards, may we invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim and Mr. Edward Ling to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, today it is our privilege to celebrate the success of our Excellent Award winners who have completed the various AICB professional banking qualifications. We are pleased to invite the recipients for AICB Excellent Award Module Level 1 for Certificate in Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Financing of Terrorism. The recipients are Nur Hayani Amir Isham from Bank Simpanan Nasional. Lia Wui Ni from CIMB Bank Berhad. For certificate and credit, the recipient is Lee Zi Cheung from M-Bank Malaysia Berhad. And for certificate in regulatory compliance, the recipient is Ashmira Kaur Jihunia from RHB Bank Berhad. Next, we would like to welcome the recipients for AICB Excellent Award Module Level 2. For bank audit practices, please welcome Beverly Chai Lin from United Overseas Bank Malaysia Berhad. And professionalism and ethics, the recipient is Lim Rongji from Public Bank Berhad. And now we welcome the recipients for AICB Excellent Award Module Level 3. For Bank Risk Management, please welcome Tong Min Fong from Hong Leong Bank Berhad. And for Commercial Lending, please welcome our international member Von Samadi from Wing Bank Cambodia PLC. We would now like to invite Mr. Chu Kok Wei, representative from the Financial Markets Association Malaysia, to join Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim on stage to witness the presentation of awards for the FMEM AICB PKMC Module Prize Award. For Module 1, the regulatory framework and structure of the Malaysian financial markets, please welcome Lee Chin Hui from Phillip Capital, Sdn Berhad. Module 2, the money market, please welcome Fort Sing Tian from Bank Negara Malaysia. Module 3, the foreign exchange market, please welcome Sarah Ong Lu Yi from RHB Bank Berhad. And for Module 4, Risk Management and Basic Derivatives, please welcome Maria Muhammad Daud from Bank Negara Malaysia. Thank you, Mr. Chu Kok Wei, and congratulations to all the winners. Next, we would now like to invite Ms. Lee Mei Mei, Managing Director, APAC, from the International Compliance Association on stage to witness the presentation of awards for the ICA AICB Excellent Award. We are pleased to invite the recipients for Level 1 Certification in Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Financing of Terrorism. Please welcome Kern Zipin. Next, we would like to welcome the recipients for Level 2 Advanced Certification in Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Financing of Terrorism. Please welcome Lee Shin Hui from RHB Bank Berhad. And Muhammad Firdaus Muhammad Saleh from MBSB Bank Berhad. And for Advanced Certification in Regulatory Compliance, the recipient is Sarah Atika Muhammad Jafar from Bank Kerjasama Rakyat Malaysia Berhad. Thank you, Ms. Lee Mei Mei, and congratulations to all the winners. We would now like to invite Mrs. Tanya Retter, Chief Executive Officer, Chartered Banker Institute UK, on stage to present the awards for the Chartered Banker Global Prize Winners 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, Each year, the Chartered Banker Institute UK honours excellence among its members through a distinguished series of awards recognizing the highest achievers across each subject globally within the Chartered Banker programme. This year, we celebrate a truly special milestone. For the very first time, AICB members have been named among the Chartered Banker Global Prize Winners 2025, a remarkable achievement on the international stage. And making this even more exceptional, we are proud to have not just one, but two outstanding individuals out of 4,000 candidates. Join me in applauding the winner for Bank Risk Management. Please welcome once again Tong Min Fong from Hong Leong Bank Berhad. May we have Ms. Stone to kindly remain on stage for a group photograph later. And for commercial landing, please welcome our international member from Cambodia, once again, Von Samadi from Wing Bank Cambodia PLC. May we invite our global winners to kindly gather at the center stage for a group photograph. Thank you, Mr. Stanya. Congratulations to both our members on this remarkable achievement, being recognized as top performers at the international level. May we request for Tan Sri and Mr. Edward to remain on stage. Let's put our hands together to congratulate our members for excelling in their respective qualifications.
Ladies and gentlemen, the AICB Corporate Awards were introduced in 2023 to recognize our corporate members who have demonstrated a strong commitment to upskilling their employees through AICB qualifications. This year, we are pleased to announce the winners of the 2025 awards in the following categories. Leading Banks for Professional Development, which recognizes the top 3 organizations with the highest number of employees certified with AICB qualifications in 2025. And the Leading Bank for Chartered Banker, which is presented to the organization with the highest number of chartered bankers attained in 2025. Without further ado, we would like to call upon the winners for the Leading Bank for Professional Development. In third place, winning the Silver Award, RHB Banking Group. To receive the award, please welcome Yang Berbahagia Datuk Muhammad Rashid Mohamad, Group Managing Director, Group Chief Executive Officer of RHB Bank Berhad. Congratulations, RHB Banking Group. Could I kindly request for Datuk Rashid to remain on stage for a group photo shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, in second place, winning the Gold Award for the Leading Bank for Professional Development is Maybank Group. Please welcome Puan Mazhatul Shima, Group Chief Human Capital Officer of Malayan Banking Berhad, on stage to receive the award. Congratulations, Maybank Group. Ladies and gentlemen, in first place, winning the Platinum Award for the Leading Bank for Professional Development is Public Bank. To receive the award, please welcome Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Teh Alek, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Public Bank Berhad. Congratulations, Public Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the next award, which recognizes the organization with the highest number of chartered bankers attained in 2025. Without further ado, we are pleased to announce the winner of the Leading Bank Chartered Banker 2025, Maybank Group. To receive the award, may we invite once again Puan Mazhatoshima Muhammad Zahid, Group Chief Human Capital Officer of Malayan Banking Berhad. Congratulations, Maybank Group. Could I kindly invite all the award winners to the center of the stage for a group photo? And could we kindly invite Datuk Karusali for the group photo as well? Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, Tan Sri and Mr. Edward. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause to congratulate our corporate members for winning the awards. Could we kindly request for Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri to remain on stage for the commitment to AICB's Code of Professional Conduct. Thank you, Mr. Edward. You may return to your seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, AICB membership represents commitment to demonstrate the highest standards of ethical values and professionalism. In conjunction with our conferment ceremony, AICB would like to take this opportunity to remind all our members about the importance of adhering to the Code of Professional Conduct. We invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Chairman of AICB, to lead the reading of the Oath of Commitment to the Code of Professional Conduct. All members, please rise to affirm your commitment to the Code. Dipersilakan Tan Sri.
Thank you. Thank you, Kanisana. Please follow me. As a member of the Associate Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers, I pledge to uphold the highest standards of ethical and professional conduct in all my endeavors, with unwavering commitment, and I vow embracing responsibility, uphold integrity, exercise objectivity, show respect, demonstrate competence and due care, maintain confidentiality and data protection, contribute to sustainable impact. I will honor the trust placed in me as a member of AICB, upholding the values and abiding by the Code of Professional Conduct in taking this oath. Thank you. Please sit down.
Thank you, Tan Sri. You may return to your seat.
Sorry. A few more lines. Please stand up here. Next page, actually, sorry. The print is too fine. Huh? Continue. I affirm my dedication to serving my profession and community with excellence. Now you can sit down.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri. And Tan Sri, may we request for Tan Sri to now officially close the ceremony.
Oh. This is my last duty today. I hereby adjourn the ceremony.
Thank you, Tan Sri. You may return to your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of AICB's 9th Chartered Banker Conferment Ceremony 2026. We are extremely proud of our members' outstanding achievement and applaud all our newly conferred honorary fellow Chartered Bankers, Associate Chartered Bankers, Excellent Award winners, and AICB Corporate Award winners. We trust that you will continue to champion professionalism and ethics in banking, carrying out your responsibilities with integrity and upholding the trust placed in you as a professional in the industry. Before we conclude, we would like to share AICB Nexus 2026, a new conference platform that brings together the banking and insurance community to shape the future of finance. It features 2 flagship conferences running in parallel, namely the 4th Malaysian Banking Conference, MBC, and the 2nd Bank Audit Conference, BAC, providing a unified platform for high-level dialogue on innovation, trust, and institutional resilience. Taking place on the 7th and 8th July at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre, AICB Nexus 2026 will feature an opening address by the Governor of Bank Negara Malaysia, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Seri Abdul Rashid Ghaffur. We look forward to your participation and invite you to visit our booth outside the hall for more information. Do also follow us on our social media channels for the latest updates. You may scan the QR code on the screen. To our distinguished guests, council members, and representatives from financial institutions, please accept our sincere appreciation for taking the time to celebrate with us today. Before we end the event today, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the following banks for their valuable support of AICB's 9th Chartered Banker Conferment 2026. Special thanks to RHB Banking Group, Alliance Bank, M-Bank Group, CIMB, Hong Leong Bank, Maybank Group, OCBC Bank, Public Bank, and UOB Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, we now kindly request that you rise for the closing procession. We invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim to lead the procession leaving this auditorium.